This is the first time trying this, so let me know if you guys can hear me and see me okay and how the quality is, and then we'll go from there. Let's see what you guys are saying. I got a bunch of you guys already in here. 8 p.m. Eastern time. No, this is 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern. Riz says, hell yeah. What's up, Riz? Demon. What's up, John? What's up, man? Matt. Matt with the emojis. Nice lower truck and very big, nice shop. Thank you, sir. Henry says, at a glance, yesterday's video, I thought it was Dakota. Yeah, I could see that. They both, I mean, they're both blue trucks with black rims, 5-spoke rims, so. Yeah, let me know if you guys can hear me and see me okay. The feed's coming through. I just was like, today was crazy. I was trying to get like the internet and everything working and stuff, so let me know if you guys can hear and see me okay and everything's coming through, because I'll tell you guys in a second. Okay, everything looks and sounds great. So I had to try to get, like, it has been a nightmare trying to get internet set up here, as crazy as that is. And then since the shop is like far away from the house, like, and for whatever reason cell service isn't that good, so I ended up like getting like almost a $300 mesh router set up and put it all in the house. And then I have one, I don't know if you guys can see it, probably not, it's on this side of the wall, but I ended up getting like an amplifier for the Wi-Fi. So I'm in the back of the shop right now, and if I can live stream from here, this is awesome. So yeah, we got a ton of space. And it's funny because looking at it from here, like, it doesn't do it justice. It just looks like my Ram is just sitting here and taking up the whole shop, but this shop is pretty big. So yeah, also you guys can probably see I put on the sport taillights on the truck today, so it wasn't that crazy or exciting. I just used that conversion harness that I showed you guys and I built on the Laramie taillights. Actually, I have one right here. So remember the Laramie taillights that I had? I built that little harness. I had a set of sport ones, so I threw those on, so it kind of completed the look. Let's see. You got a bunch of you guys going live in the chat. Kyle Tingle, what's up, Kyle? Kyle, I'll be there Saturday night. So Saturday night, I'll be there all day Sunday. So don't be playing any stupid golf on me or something. Let's see. Damn, you guys are going. I don't even know if I can keep up with all your comments right now. I'll try. I'll do my best. I need to get some Ling Longs. I know, seriously. Truck is looking killer. Need to drive my 4x4. Yeah, that would be pretty decent. Do it up, man. Can't wait to see the new shop progress. Smash the thumbs up. Yes, sir. Love the content. Thank you, sir. Sweet shop. Thank you, thank you. What's up? Video and audio sounds great. Okay, cool. What's up, bro? How's the new place come along? It's just a lot, like, to set up. I can't complain, but at the same time, I do have to set everything up. So it's just taking, I'm trying to like keep the content steady, but at the same time, like trying to set everything up. So it's just a lot on my plate right now, but yeah, pretty good. Bring your clubs, ding dong. I ain't playing no clubs. The only clubs I go to is the ones that you don't go to. That's the only clubs I'm bringing. Yeah. Come on, Kyle, you're too young for golf. Get the hell out of here with that crap. Get a truck. Make your truck go fast again. Do something. Do something. Do something that redeems your manhood. You have all the rest of your life as an old man to play golf. Get the hell out of here with that crap. Wi-Fi booster. Man, I'm trying to love the new shop. Everything's good. All that room. What's up, Joe? What's up, John? What's up, Will? Wi-Fi booster. Yeah, it actually wasn't a booster. It was, if you guys are completely off topic, but I'm so happy with it. I feel like I should share it. And I'll probably post it on, if you guys don't know, I have like a tech channel. I kind of do just like a bunch of home DIY stuff and whatever. But I ended up getting a TP-Link mesh router system. And it comes with like these 3 things that look like soup cans. It was pricey, I'm not gonna lie. It was like $250 or something. But you put these all spread out. So I got 2 at the house, and then I put 1 at the back of the house, and then I put 1 in here, and I got like full strength Wi-Fi over here. So I mean, if we're live streaming in here, like Oh man, this is gonna be a good setup. I might add one more soup can for the mesh system just to kind of amplify it even more, but I mean, if you guys can hear me loud and clear, we're doing all right. Man, you guys are live in the chat. Live in the chat. I'm trying to make sure I don't skip any of your comments. Oh, so yeah, we got a bunch of cool stuff going on too. Shop looks awesome. Thank you, sir. Garage says, consider a big ass fan. Yeah, I have like a floor fan, like a big, I think it's actually called big ass fan, but yeah, it's like a massive like propeller that sits on the floor. So I would think it would be cool to put like, you know, when you go to like a gym or maybe not necessarily all gyms, but they have like those like 12-foot fans that sit on the ceiling. I was thinking one of those. Right now I'm kind of enjoying it though, because I've been sitting on my butt for the last few months. So kind of working up a sweat. It's like when I'm in the shop, I'm just burning calories. So I'm okay with it for now. When are you going back to Texas? So we are going back this weekend, and the cool part is we're going to be towing the Dakota back with the SRT10. Yeah, I know a lot of guys said don't do it, but I don't want to keep driving back and forth. It's burning up way too much time and energy and fuel and wear and tear on the eco diesel. So flying over there, I'm gonna finish installing the hitch on the back of the SRT10. We're gonna take out the 3-inch lowering blocks that are in the back of the SRT10, and that is gonna be such a crazy sight to see, having the Hellcat swap Dakota getting pulled by an SRT10. I think even just doing that is gonna be cool in itself. So it'll make for better content too, towing the Dakota with the SRT10, like two badass trucks. Because every time I go back and forth with the eco diesel on my big trailer, like it's not the most exciting thing. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy. So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna document that whole adventure with you guys, like going over there, getting the SRT10 all set up, going to U-Haul, picking up a trailer, and then ripping back. So it'll be pretty cool. I'm excited for it. I was a little bit like, initially I was kind of like dreading going back, but I think the fact that we're gonna have everything back here all in one trip, and we're gonna be like doing something kind of fun, it makes the trip a little bit more enjoyable for sure, rather than me just like hauling all the way out there with the eco diesel, hauling all the way back, and then hauling. Like I would have to do 4 18-hour drives to get everything back, or I can just fly there, you know, 1 18-hour drive back, and then we're done, and I don't have to, I can just get organized, settled in, and keep cranking out content and get back to work. If it gets a little bit shaky, my apologies. I'm just literally poking the phone and the camera here with my finger, trying to read your guys' comments. You guys are live in the chat. I'm trying to keep up with everybody here. Live in the chat. Holy moly, I'm like still scrolling. So I answered Mr. J. Magoo's question. I have the Magoti's 2.4 with the Beltec Street Shocks. Nice. Henry says, I'm liking how things are falling into place nicely. Yeah, like I'm really happy with how this blue truck is turning out for sure. Like it's really starting to come into its own and starting to look like something, which I'm definitely happy about. So the thing is, like, by the time when I put those headlights on, I'm also gotta poke this freaking, the way this chat thing works on YouTube is kind of garbage. I literally have to like keep touching the screen and poking it, otherwise it just loses my place. But so I can try to get to all your comments. But yeah, like when I did the headlights, as soon as I saw it with the wheels and everything, I'm like, man, this thing's gotta get some stance to it. So I just buckled down and just got it done. But yeah, it really, like, this thing is really coming to its own in the last, like, just this week, honestly. And yeah, if you guys are just joining in, I put the sport headlights on the back, the LED, the factory Mopar ones. And I'm doing like a bit of a vlog style video that you guys are gonna see tomorrow. And I have a bunch of stuff that's not trying to, you know, turn my YouTube into a for sale ad, but I have a bunch of stuff, and you guys obviously have these trucks. So I've got this set of chrome Laramie LED taillights. I'm gonna sell these, so I'm gonna be getting rid of these. Factory Mopar, everything's not knockoff stuff, it's all factory. So I have these. I have another set of the sport LED taillights that you see on the truck. So I have another set of those that I'm gonna try to sell. So like I said, just DM me or email me, however you guys wanna get a hold of me. So I have another set of those I'm selling, but the only thing about the other set is there's a couple LED chips that are burnt out on the driver's side. Passenger side. Driver's side's fine, but other than that, they're OEM. So I have those. I'm selling the black projector headlights. So the ones that you guys saw me install on this thing, you know, just briefly, but the only issue with that is on the, which one would it be? The driver side one, again, a couple LED chips because they had condensation in them from the other knucklehead. And that actually was a bit of a piss off. So that guy that I bought them off of, I asked him, I said, hey, is there any LEDs burnt out on these things since you had, you know, condensation issue? And he was like, no, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, no, nothing's burnt out. There's no LEDs in it. I said, yeah, the whole bottom, you know, strip is LEDs. So I want to make sure they're not burnt out. And he said, no, nothing's burnt out. They're fine. These are, look at my truck. My truck's so shiny. I take care of my stuff. And sure enough, there's a few LEDs that were burnt out. And when I messaged him back saying, hey, you had some LEDs burnt out, he just like ghosted me. So, but whatever. So he knowingly sold me broken headlights. But if you guys are interested, those would make good candidates for, like, I'm not going to sell those projector headlights to somebody without telling them, but they would make for good candidates for doing switchbacks. So if somebody's looking for a set of OEM headlights that they want to put the switchbacks in, I think that would make a perfect candidate for. But either way, those are for sale. And I also have my factory quads. Those are Mopar headlights as well that were out of this, so the chrome quad headlights. So I got 2 sets of headlights, 2 sets of taillights, and I'm gonna try to sell all that stuff because I have just way too much on the go. Interested in any of that stuff, hit me up. You guys know how to get a hold of me. DMs, Facebook Messenger, send me an email, whatever. But anyways, moving on. Let's see in the comments. Holy moly. I'm gonna be here all day with these comments, which is good. I'm just trying to keep up with it. Trying to keep up. Sinister Stripes, what's up, Adrian? Yeah, I just got the Wi-Fi set up in this shop. Kyle says, shop is sweet, brother. Congrats. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's a long time coming, man. We were working in that tiny little garage forever. Which it wasn't really a tiny garage, I guess I should say. The 3-car garage was definitely big, but we outgrew the space really fast. Thanks for keeping it Mopar. Right on. All right, let's see. So glad you found a spot. I was feeling for you driving back and forth everywhere. Yeah. No, driving back and forth was definitely a pain in the butt, and I still gotta do one more drive, but I'm kind of excited for this time around because I think it's gonna be fun. And once I get it back, like having all my stuff here finally for once is gonna be a nice feeling too. VLAN taillights, awesome content. I'm working on it. I asked them, you know, if they want to send me some of their taillights. Well, not some of them, just a pair of their taillights. But I don't know. We'll see what they said. They're working on it or whatever the hell that means, but we'll see. One thing I will mention is, like you guys said, I'm pretty transparent on this channel. I always try to review stuff that I like and I believe in or whatever, like give you my honest opinion on them. So, you know, and sometimes some of these products, you know, companies will give them to me. So for example, the VLAN headlights, they gave them to me to install, which I'm not mad about whatsoever. And then I tried to help you guys out, and I told them to give me some sort of promo code so that I could pass it on to you guys if you guys are interested in things. But I tried to keep that like install video like as clean as possible, but at the same time, they're not exactly for like, and hopefully, you know, if somebody purchases them, that they kind of know this, they're not like for the faint of heart or like, you know, an amateur, not, I don't want to call you guys amateur, but somebody that's, you know, not really handy with these things. Because even, for example, even if you took this truck and you put the factory projector headlights on it and it has LED turn signals, unless you put resistors or you go in and you start changing settings with alpha OBD, it's going to throw some errors up. So I just want to be clear on that stuff. I'm going to go over that stuff with you guys because on this was today I actually took the truck out and it was the first time I actually like, you know, drove the truck. But I ended up having to change some settings in alpha OBD just so the dash wasn't like lit up with a bunch of burnt out bulbs. So I had to change low beam to LED, had to change high beam to LED with alpha OBD, and I had to change like the turn signals and all that stuff to sense that, you know, it was all LED. And then once I did that, then everything is good. But just kind of want to be transparent on that part of it. But yeah, if you were to just like buy them and plug them in, like, but I mean, like I said, if you went out and bought, even if you bought these, like, if you go out and buy these, you can't just put them on a truck like this without it throwing a bunch of errors. Like, you got to do it properly and get in there in alpha OBD and change settings. Because if you just throw these taillights on that truck, it'll just, well, not with those, but you guys remember the original taillights. Like, if you have these taillights and you go and throw on these taillights, it's gonna throw a Christmas tree on your dash as well. So kind of the same principle with the VLAN headlights. You know, obviously I'll walk you guys through it on what I'm doing with it, but I don't know. So I drove it tonight and the light output on that thing is ridiculous. Like it blows my Eco Diesel out of the water with the HID setup. Like you can see so clearly, and I didn't have anybody, I was driving on the back roads around here, and I didn't have anybody, you know, flashing me with high beams or anything like that. So, so far so good. If anything, and I haven't even adjusted them. So if anything, I can always point them down a little bit more, but man, you can like, it's like daylight. I'll show you guys a little video clip in the vlog tomorrow. And I just did like a 5 or 10 second, just me driving down the back roads, but it was like daylight all out. So super happy with the light output, super happy with the way they look. But again, they are a little bit of work to get them, set up. All right, let's get back to some of your questions. Man, you guys are live in the chat. This is good. It's just hard for one guy to answer all your questions. Kyle says install on the black truck Sunday, cam converter, headers, etc. All right. Yeah, Kyle, I'll probably pass by. So I'm going to go I got to fly in and then I got to go, I think Asher might be picking me up. Asher or maybe Kyle. One of you two, I'm going to try to get you guys to pick me up. I got to get you to bring me to my storage unit so I can pick up one of the vehicles. And then, yeah. And then Sunday, I'm pretty much free. So, well, sorry, I take that back. I got to take out the 3-inch lowering blocks out of the back of the SRT10, and I got to finish bolting up the hitch so that I'm ready to go. Because Monday, we're loading up the Dakota and heading back here so that we can get back to work and all that stuff. So it's going to be pretty cool, though. I'm excited. Even though it's a long-ass drive, it's going to be a fun one, I think. And I think it's going to make for good content, too. I'm just curious if anybody's going to notice us on the way back. I know I don't have, like, Boosted Motorsports all over everything, but if any of you guys follow me, I'm sure you guys would probably recognize everything going down the road. Let's see. Holy moly. You guys have so many freaking comments on here. I'm trying to work through them. Oh man, I don't even know if I can get to all these comments. There's a ton. Truly enjoy all your content, says Michael. Thank you, sir. That's what I strive to do, is make videos that people like watching, and hopefully helpful videos at that. Will says, glad to make it to the live. Yes, sir. Thank you. Clint says, putting a lift in soon. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting a lift in. It's not like, I don't want to say it's not like high on my priority list. I definitely need to get one or want to get one. But right now I'm just trying to get organized. See, this is the thing, is until I actually get everything organized in the shop, I wouldn't even if I had a lift like today, I wouldn't know where I want to put it and like situate it. I want to kind of like get a feel for everything and where everything is and where I want to set it up. Get the vehicles in here, kind of get a feel for it, and then I'll end up putting lift in because we got to like drill holes through the floor and all that stuff. So yeah, once we get settled in, but for now I'm just gonna work on the garage floor the same way you guys would, which is fine. And I think a lot of guys, every time I used to work on the lift, everybody like, oh, it's easy for you, you have a lift. So when I work on the floor like this with jack stands and a floor jack, everybody can relate a little bit more, and I haven't seen any of those funny comments lately. Hey buddy, I have a 2002 Dakota, old haze headlights. Who makes a quality one-piece black housing non-projector replacement? The best one is gonna be like Depot. And actually, if I can turn this without giving everybody a headache, right there. I picked up a couple extra sets of headlights for the Dakota because I think Depot discontinued them. So. And I know a lot of guys keep asking me where I bought the headlights for the Dakota, and they discontinued them. I should have bought more when I bought them. I think I paid like 60 or 80 bucks for my headlights on my Dakota, like before all this, shut down and all this other stuff, and the price is going to the moon. I paid I swear I should have bought like 10 sets of them for 80 bucks. Because right now you can't find any like half decent ones. They're all like super, super cheap. So thanks again, Kyle. Let's see. Paint Gun Express is laughing. I can't remember. I'm so far back in the comments that you guys are probably laughing about stuff that I said way back. Robbie says, was really hoping you'd find a place in North Texas. Yeah, I looked. You know, don't get me wrong. Obviously, my stuff is all stored over there, so I was kind of thinking it might have happened over there, but couldn't find a place for the budget that I wanted to, because property taxes, whenever I was looking like in the DFW area, property taxes were insane. Then I got to deal with, you know, all the registration nonsense that Texas has, which I know a lot of guys say I'm complaining too much about that, but it's true. You got to friggin' get your vehicle inspected every single year. Plus you got to get smog if you're anywhere near any major city. Like, it just seems like a headache. Over here, it's pay your sticker annually or your registration, and that's it. You don't have to do with any, you don't have to deal with any nonsense. Are the new fogs CAN bus compatible? Yeah, so I haven't had any issues. So driving around, you know, nothing's flickering, nothing's doing anything weird, so I'm good there. Michael says, didn't know you're a computer nerd, maybe a new channel. Yeah, so I have a channel called The Garage, which I put like a bunch of tech stuff and, you know, cameras and, you know, IT sort of stuff. So my whole family's in IT, and I used to do some IT stuff as well myself. So yeah, no, I'm pretty techie with that stuff. Think First says, what's up, Boost Motorsports? What's up? M. Dobbins, good old Minnesota. What's up, man? What's up from Minnesota? Think First with emojis. I'd love to see the progression. Keep it going, bro. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Still gotta watch the fog light vid. Yeah, I've been just cranking out as many videos as I can. The stream is great. All right, good to hear. Those big ones are called Big Ass Fans. Yeah, that's what I thought they were called, right? Big Ass Fan are actually the name of the company. Yep. Ricochet, what's up? What's up, Ricochet? You should get a cab spoiler for it and maybe a tailgate spoiler. I'm not big on those. Maybe like, I know K-Wings Designs has like some pretty crazy like NASCAR looking ones for the back of the tailgate. Maybe something like that, but definitely not like a cab spoiler. I'm not a fan of that one. Mr. J Magoo with the emojis. Yes, sir. Can't wait to see the video on that. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff in queue. Whoa, where you get those, Mr. J Magoo? Yeah, so you get, if you guys see some guys that are posting the emojis and stuff, whether it's like Hellcat or Demon or all that stuff. So I put that on for the members. So if you become a member, you can put all those, you know, you get all those special emojis and stuff like that. So, and I uploaded that. It's not like every channel has those. So I ended up putting like the Hellcat, the Demon, the Elephants, Viper logos, Dodge logos, Hemi logos. So I put a bunch of Mopar stuff on there for the members to have. 5.7 Dave says, when you do this, the 8.4 conversion with the power inverter, I like to see how it's done. I have it yet, but it's not hooked up because the wiring diagrams are complicated. Yeah, I'll definitely be documenting that for you guys. Rude Mopar says, okay, what's up? Can't wait for the 5.7 to get the Hellram swap. Yeah, I was actually having that discussion with a few people today, my buddy Steve too. I was like, man, I want to Hellcat swap it like today, like. But at the same time, I think it makes sense to take the 5.7 as far as we can first, document all that process for you guys, because most of you guys are gonna stay with the 5.7. So I do want to do that for you guys. As much as it kills me to want to just rip this thing apart and throw the Hellcat in it, I think it makes sense to push the 5.7, you know, document that with you guys. Go have some fun with the 5.7, because most of you guys have the 5.7, so you guys can kind of get an idea at my expense of what to put on the 5.7 to make it go faster. And like I said, I'll show you guys all that stuff. So trust me, I want to go drop that 6.2 in there right now, but at the same time, I have all this stuff for the 5.7. We got the 6.4 intake manifold. We'll end up throwing a tune on it. I got to put a drive shaft in this so we don't throw the drive shaft out of it. Bunch of stuff. Let's see. Holy moly, I cannot keep up with you guys tonight. Normally I'm decent. I'm decent with keeping up in the comments, but today I cannot. Let's see. Man. I'm telling you, if you guys saw how many comments I'm like scrolling through right now, it is wild. All right, I think I'm back to where Ricochet says you should try streaming on Twitch. What would be the benefit of streaming on Twitch? I know what Twitch is for a lot of gamers, but what would be the benefit for us on Twitch? Can't wait to see a lift in the shop, so you're not killing yourself crawling around on the floor, and you won't be young forever. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I try not to spend too much time rolling around on the ground, but it keeps me young at the same time. In your opinion, is the auto transmission, the SRT10 Rams okay? Yeah, I mean, it's exactly the way you said it. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's like an excellent transmission or anything like that. Like, obviously it'll get the job done, but the T56 is definitely a more proven transmission for sure. But I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, the automatic transmission in the SRT10 was good for its time, but now like with these 8-speeds, like the 8-speed would absolutely demolish one of those older autos. Henry says hit the like button. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we got 73 people in here. Smash the thumbs up so we can get some more people in here. So YouTube will tell the YouTube gods to get some more people up in here in this Mopar chat. Force says 5th gen mods. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing some 5th gen mods as well. I'm still trying to find, my buddy Roman makes a taillight conversion kit for these to put 5th gen 25, 3500 tails on these 4th gens. I'm just trying to find like a set of taillights for a decent price before I actually throw them on. But we'll be doing that. Probably, don't quote me just yet, but I really would like to 5th gen interior swap and even front end swap this. But for now, we'll just, you know, plug forward with what we have, you know, get the thing Hellcat swapped, and we can always get fancy later. Robbie says, one of your best videos was the removal of the black stickers on the door pillars. I know, it's such a simple video, right? But everybody has that issue with having that crinkling vinyl. Are you going to tint the windows? I attempted tinting windows. I'm terrible at it. Like, as far as tinting, I even tried tinting these taillights, and for some people it might be easy. For me, I like struggled, and it was all, I don't know if you can see that, it was all like bubbling. I almost got it pretty good, but like all the flat surfaces I was good, but by the time I got to the corners, like this was just all waving up like crazy. So maybe at some point I'll go hang out with some guys that wrap stuff. So, cause I was gonna tint these, and you know, I think it looks pretty good actually. So this is the Laramie one that I put taillight tint on, but I'm not a vinyl guy by any means. So I tried doing actual tint on windows, and I was terrible at it. So let's see. If you guys are wondering why I'm just staring at the screen for a second, I'm trying to scroll back to wherever I was, because this thing always jumps forward. It always jumps forward in the comments. Let's see. Man, I don't know if people are just, I swear that I keep seeing the same comment over and over. The guy about the hazed taillights, or hazed headlights. I don't know if he keeps just reposting the same question, or am I just jumping all over the place? Need 5th gen mods, answered that one. Yeah, so I'll probably get the windows tinted rather than do it myself. Like the back window would be easy, but doing the side ones is kind of a pain in the butt. Michael says, got a bumper for the 16 Laramie Eco Diesel. My son hit a deer last night and rolled the bumper. Damn, that's no fun. When are you swapping the built rear end into the Ram? So through the delay, not delay, but when I go over to get the rest of my stuff from Texas, I'm picking up my original Eco Diesel rear end. Jason's rebuilding it for me. So I'm gonna pick up the original one so that I can put the original rebuilt 355 gear ratio rear end back into my Eco Diesel. And then with that, I'll be able to take the built rear end out of the Eco Diesel to put it in this. So once I get back, I should hopefully have everything needed to get it done, and then I can do that. And then as far as, I'll get back to your comments or questions in a second, but as far as what my game plan is, what I'd like to do is, last time we went to the track, we got really lucky on one pass and I actually hooked, but I've got an open differential on this thing, so it's just one wheel peel. So I managed to get it to, you know, hook for one pass, and then every pass after that seemed to just spin because I'm just on regular, like all season tires. So what I'm thinking is we put the built rear end back in this. I got to get a drive shaft in it because I don't want to be spitting the drive shaft out. Drive shaft, I got to get better rear shocks so that we don't have a bunch of dancing going on. So I'll probably get some QA1 or Viking shocks in the rear so that we have the stability to go to the track. So rear shocks, I got to put in the rear alignment brackets, built rear ends, drive shaft, and then we're good to go back to the track. So with that being said, then I'll go back to the track. We'll see what we run, you know, with just intake and exhaust, that type of thing. Intake, exhaust, you know, with and without loading a can to tune. And then we can come back, then we can do more stuff. Then we got the 6.4 intake. We can do exhaust manifolds, all that stuff. So I've got the Hooker Blackheart log style ones to install. And then I also have the Stainless Works long tube headers. So we'll get those going on there and we'll just start cranking out on this thing. So plus I got Asher's old track intake, so we can install the track intake. It's got like the big snorkel in the front, so that should ram some air into the throat of the throttle body. So we'll do a bunch of stuff, document all that. Also, we might be supercharging this. I'm just in the process or in the talks with a supercharger company, seeing if they want to work something out. We'll slap a supercharger on there, and then that'll kind of, I think that'll probably be like the top of what we'll do. Either that, or, you know, you guys probably going to do that. We could actually spray this thing. So I have access to both, either supercharger or we put some nitrous oxide on it and send it. So either way, but you know, in amongst all that, we're doing like interior. We got the Hellcat seats to go in this. So a bunch of stuff. So we're going to be busy. Plus when the Dakota gets back, I'm yanking the drive shaft out of the Dakota. That's getting shipped up to Michigan, to our good friend Steve. He's going to throw it on his balancer, double check our drive shaft. See if there's anything there, then we'll get that back, and we can, you know, we're gonna keep bouncing back and forth between this and the Dakota for a while. So if this is down, we're waiting on parts, we can mess with the Dakota, and vice versa. If the Dakota's waiting on parts, we can mess with this, so we always have something to work with or work on. If you guys haven't already, give me one of these for the algorithms. We'll get some more people up in here and keep up with the projects. All right, back to you guys and the questions. Holy moly, I cannot keep up. So the other thing too is if you guys become a member, it's a little bit easier for me to see your questions. If you're serious about your question, whatever it might be. So if you guys do or don't know, like on my screen, I kind of just see everybody, but when somebody's a member, it's like highlighted on my feed here. Or there's the super chat function, and in super chat, it literally just pops up your question. But I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get to everybody's tonight because you guys are live in the chat, which is good. All right, let's see. John says, don't forget to give him a like. What's up, bro? Digging the new place and shop. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, this place is legit. It took a while. It took a while to find a good place, but I'm glad we waited too, because the last place didn't have a shop, so we were gonna be struggling without the shop. Let's see. What happened to the white SRT10 Ram? So that's what I'm saying. So we're gonna fly back to Texas, pick up that white SRT10 Ram, put the Hellcota behind it on a U-Haul trailer, and we're bringing everything back. Texas Gas Pimp, what's up? Let's get our boy the algorithm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Smash that thumbs up so we can get some more people up in here. Was your truck tuned when you ran the 13.8? No, so that was bone stock. That was the whole point of that. We literally just went there bone stock with the truck, with these big ass 22s, just to see what it would run, and that's what it ran, was a 13.8. And it's got a 321 gear ratio in it with the 8-speed, and it's only got an open diff, so that's why I only managed to get like one decent pass in it, and every other pass spun. Because maybe if we were running like drag radials, like a real tire, but with those all seasons, I got lucky on one pass and it hooked. I'm using your old videos to build up my 98 Ram because I can't find anybody that's building a 5.9 Magnum. Yeah, I mean, I kind of had the same issue when I was building it, so I just started documenting it, but we're long gone from the Magnum stuff. I'm sure I would be breaking my neck if I saw an SRT10 towing an RT Dakota. Well, we'll see. I'll definitely film people's reactions if it gets to that. Changing LEDs to Ram 1500 Sport, will it throw any codes? Yes, it sure will. Definitely will. So you'll have to check out my videos. I document that pretty heavily as far as changing out LEDs on these trucks. Your videos on the $9 fogs was perfect timing. I'm buying a set through Amazon. Like, yeah, like I wasn't trying to like hype that up or whatever, but like and those, I drove tonight with those fog lights. I was able to drive around with just fog lights in pitch dark, and just my running lights, and like I could see perfectly fine. Like, I don't know how they're making money. I guess maybe they might produce those bulbs for, you know, $2 or something, or either that or they're just trying to get their name out there, and that's why they're so cheap. Because I've never seen LED bulbs that are like decent quality like that for, you know, $10. That's crazy. So hopefully you guys found some value in that. Normally I would put stuff like that on the backup channel on Boosted Motorsports 2. And there's going to be a bunch of videos on Boosted Motorsports 2 coming in the next few days. I ended up doing the license plate bulbs. I did LED bulbs in these. So LED bulbs in this style taillight. So I did that. That's coming on Boosted Motorsports 2. So a lot of like the smaller videos are getting put on the second channel. So literally, if you guys aren't subscribed to the other channel, maybe somebody can link it down below for me. I can't like exit out of here to link it, but it's literally called Boosted Space Motorsports #2. So Boosted Motorsports 2, and you'll see it. It's the same logo and everything like that. The only difference is like a black logo instead of a red logo. So I try to differentiate it a little bit. But yeah, I have a ton of content over there because I just post, you know, other videos that aren't like to do with the main stuff we got going on. It gets posted over there. All right. I am doing my best to get through these comments, you guys, but it is getting crazy up in here. All right. Let's see. Your video on the $9 fogs. Okay, that's where I was. So are the bed covers all the same? I have a 3rd gen, but it looks like 4th gen bed covers fit any. Or any suggestions? No, not necessarily. You have to make sure it fits the same year because there's a lot of different sizes. And believe it or not, some of the beds actually taper in or taper out. So make sure it fits your year. And they're different sizes, right? So this has like a 6.4 box. My EcoDiesel has a, was it 5.7 box. I've been seeing this mod on YouTube for payload and towing. It's called Tough Truck Springs, and it's an aftermarket spring to prevent squatting for the ram. Do you think it's better than airbags? No, definitely not. Nothing is better than airbags, straight up. So, and the nice thing about airbags is the suspension is stiff when you want it to be stiff. If you put stiffer springs in your truck in the back, it's gonna ride like garbage. Not garbage, but it's gonna ride way stiffer when you don't have a load on it. Whereas airbags, you put something heavy on the back, you air them up, and you get that firmness in the back. You're driving around empty, you take the air out, and you get, you know, nice plush suspension again. So airbags, hands down, the way to go. Any experience adding overload airbags on a 1500? I swear. So I don't know if there's a bunch of new guys, but I have airbags on the EcoDiesel. I have an install video on how to install Airlift 5000 bags. Go check out that video. They're legit airbags, not the airbag that goes in your coil spring. It's a legit airbag, and it goes where the bump stop is. That was one of the best things I've done to the EcoDiesel for towing. So definitely go check out the video. It's on this channel. Just type in Airlift 5000 airbag install. I can't remember what I titled it, but it's got to be something along that. And you'll see step by step how I installed those. Totally worth the money. What would you recommend for aftermarket headlights and taillights? You guys are killing me with these questions. So just follow the videos of what I'm doing, and that's pretty much like my recommendations is gonna be you know, what I prefer. So whatever you see me doing on the videos is pretty much like my pick or my choice. So you can see I've tried a bunch of different things, right? So you know, maybe you're new to the channel, but you know, we went from the stock tail light, then we went ahead and we threw on the Laramie taillights on this. Now we got the Sport LEDs. So I mean, it's all personal preference, but just check out the videos. We started off with quad headlights. We put you know, factory projector headlights. Now we've got the VLAN headlights. So you can see like the progression of, you know, what I'm doing. And if you want like my suggestion on which one I'd pick, just look at the truck in the latest videos, and that's my top pick. So whatever I do to the truck is what I want to do to the truck. So whatever setup I end up with, that's pretty much my opinion on it. So hopefully that answers your question. Holy moly. Yeah, I'm just trying to get back to you guys in the comments here. Let's see. Congrats on the new property. Been a journey. Yeah, seriously, man. It's been a. I mean, but at the same time, it's like, was it good things come to those who wait? That was literally like my situation. It was an absolute headache and a nightmare trying to get a place. But now that I finally got one, this is what I wanted too. The fact that we can just get straight to work here. Whereas if I got another place that didn't have this above us, it would have been like a whole project in itself, and probably like 6 months to a year before I even got a shop built with the way everything is going right now. I don't know if you guys follow like Taylor Ray. He's a guy that's also down here in Florida, but I know he smashed down his shop to rebuild a bigger one, and he's been like 6 months to a year getting that thing rebuilt. So I'm super thankful that we ended up finding something that already has this, so that I can just get straight to work and we don't have any further delay. Because it took me almost 6 months to find a place, and then if it would have taken another 6 months to a year to build a shop so we could actually work, like I don't want to be delaying all our projects for like a year. So it was definitely worth the wait. Let's see. All right, let's see if I can. Hey, from Newfoundland, Canada. Love the channel and a dream shop. Mine is a quarter of that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Tailgate spoilers are sick. Ricochet with the emojis. Texas Gas Pimp says, I want them headers when you're done. Yeah, I'm not gonna be selling the headers, because I mean, even when we Hellcat swap the thing, those headers are staying on. So yeah, we won't be selling those. And I thought you were selling your truck. What are you talking about? You're tripping. I'm in between a 6.1 manifold on the SRT8 or the 6.4. What's your opinions? 6.1's all, been a proven manifold. I'm not sure about the car stuff. I know the 6.1 is a pretty popular intake for the car stuff. I don't know how the 6.4 compares on the car stuff. 6.4 on the truck stuff is definitely better. Preston said, nothing like celebrating my birthday, watching a Boosted Friday chat. Hell yeah. Can't wait to see all the new stuff with the new shop. Thank you, sir. And happy birthday, man. Hopefully you're having a good night. Daniel says, how's it going? Loving the new space. Thank you, sir. Thanks for becoming a member too, Daniel. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, you guys, but now that we're finally in here, I just got one more trip to make, and then we'll be good. How's the Wi-Fi holding up? It's good. I'm out here in the shop, and so far so good. I don't think it's been clipping out for us. So I think we're good. I don't know if that's the Spectrum guy that came by today, but I have a feeling it is. So if that's the Spectrum guy that helped me today, I appreciate it, man. We seem to be okay for now. So I don't want to jinx it, but I think we're good. Ricochet says, Twitch is a better platform for streaming. From a content creator's perspective, it's better. Chat is world better. That's interesting. I don't know if I'd be able to convert everybody to go over there, but we could always try. Jake with the story. His truck was lowered 2.4 with the McGotty's kit, but one front of the stick is out more than the other. Anyone have suggestions for that? I'd like for it to be flush. I don't know, that sounds messed up. Yeah, I don't know. I know that the McGotty's kit normally makes everything stick out, but I don't know why one side's sticking out more than the other. Only thing I could think of is maybe your cab's not aligned, and maybe that's why you're getting more poke on one side than the other. Spray tint works great on taillights. Yeah, I was thinking that, but I've done that before where like you spray tint taillights and it looks good, and then you hit the brakes and you see like darker and lighter patches and it looks horrendous. So you have to have a really steady hand and a good spray pattern for it to not look like crap. Robbie says, I have a 2017 Ram Sport with a 6-inch lift and 2005 Ram Daytona. Which one should I sell? Which one should I keep? I don't know, man. I mean, that's gonna be up to you. The 17 has a lot, like the newer stuff, in my opinion, is a lot more fun because there's a lot more stuff you can do. Like you can add features to it and turn features on and off with Alpha OBD. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's gonna be your call. The Daytona is probably more rare for sure. Martin says, I love your videos. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Great channel. Have you ever thought of putting a sport good in the good? with the scoops. I think they look sweet. I'm guessing you mean hood. It depends. I'm either gonna put the sport hood on this, or we might be going 5th gen front end. So, depending on how we go. Introduce yourself. I don't know what you mean by that. I think most of the people that are in the chat know who I am. Matt says, love the look of the truck now. The color is popping too. I really didn't think it would get that low. Yeah, she looks decent. A lot of people were asking me if I cut the springs, but I checked. Those springs are not cut. So might just because they're worn in. The other thing too is with these 22s and running a bigger tire, it's definitely filling the wheel well. Nice shop. Thank you, sir. Wine says 250 shot. You did a supercharger 5.7 before. Yeah, it's true. The only thing is, last time I asked everybody, everyone said it was boosted motorsport, so I kind of had to stick with the boost theme. But I don't know, we might try some spray. We'll see how the supercharger, if the supercharger company wants to do something, or maybe we'll just spray it. We'll see. Throw a cam in it. I could. I just don't want to spend a whole lot of time with the 5.7 stuff before we end up moving on. So we'll see. Everyone hit the like button. Only 7 likes and 67 in here. Yeah, it's showing 82 likes on my side, but if you guys haven't already, do me a solid with one of these. It definitely helps the channel. Let's see. Mr. J. Magoo, are you going to get back to getting throttle bodies? Yeah, I'm thinking of firing that back up. I'll look into it once I get a little more settled in here, which is right now I'm just been going wild here trying to get everything set up. June 4th, Freedom Factory, are you going to tug of war with the SRT or Dakota against Heavy D and Cletus? I'll probably try to go for sure. I want to start getting over to those events once we get settled in. I don't know that I'll be doing a tug of war with the Dakota or the SRT. It'll probably end up ripping either one of those trucks apart, but we'll see. I'll try to make it out for sure. Best transaxle for a Cummins Plymouth Breeze? I have no idea, to be honest. I would be talking out of my rear end if I were to give a suggestion on that one. John, how's the first little bit in the house, brother? Hope all is going great. And bitchin' headlamps. Thanks, man. Yeah, so far so good. The house is great. The shop is great. Like, I can't ask for any more. I'm just, if you guys know me, well, most of you guys have been around for a while. Like, I like to be very organized. So right now everything's a little bit chaotic. Like, I don't have a toolbox. I don't have a couch, like just a bunch of stuff, but at the same time, my priority is getting everything over here. So bit by bit, it's not all going to happen in the first week or two. So, but I've already gotten, somewhat organized. You guys can see that, I got a bunch of stuff sorted out, and probably in a few minutes here, I'll probably walk around with the camera because I got this Wi-Fi all rigged up now. So I can probably roam around a little bit with you guys. I was just trying to get to some of these comments. I don't even know if I'll be able to get to all the comments because you guys are going off in the comments right now. Let's see, Canon 711, what's the B channel? Boosted Motorsports 2, if you guys are interested in the second channel. There you go, Daniel wrote it there. Any plans for the hood on a single cab, sport hood, custom? Yeah, probably, like I said, I'm gonna leave this one for now, and then once I decide if I'm gonna end up going to a 5th gen front end, then we'll, if we 5th gen front end it, the hood, the fenders, all that stuff's coming off, so we'll see. Bittner says, love on the new content, John. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up? Now that you're in Florida, you should get a jet boat and put a V10 in. I think that would be a cool series. Yeah, like right now I'm just going to get through the projects we have, and then we can always reassess and see what we get into next. Hey, what's up, bro? I'm going to check out those fog lights myself. I'm digging that. Thank you, man. Yeah, for 10 bucks. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer, right? Oh, we got a super chat here. Kai with 20 bucks. Thank you, sir. Here's for the hoist fun. You need to check You need to check with wildfire lifts, I think. It's the ones Vice Grip has. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I'll check it out, and I appreciate that. I want to see, like, I just got so much stuff on the go. Like, I want to reach out to a few companies. I want to reach out to QA1. I want to reach out to Viking. See if they want to do anything with the suspension stuff or, shocks, since we're going to need that stuff for this. And, along with that, I know a lot of, different YouTubers and stuff. We're growing. We're not, like, the biggest YouTuber just yet by any means, but I know a lot of guys will, like, work with, like, Ben Pack and some people like that. So maybe I'll see if I can get in touch with some of the lift companies and get something in here. But like I said, at the same time, I still need to figure out where I want to put it. I'm thinking as of right now, probably like where the Ram is sitting is probably where I would want to put the lift. At least that's my initial assumption. We got the bench right here. Let me show you guys actually. Let's go for a little walk. Let's spin this around. Don't mind my hand for a second. All right. So if you guys have seen in the videos, like I got the bench all set up here and I don't have a toolbox, so I just laid out all my toolkit right here. And what I'm thinking is to put the actual lift right here. So I know I haven't done like an official like shop like reveal, but I've just been trying to get like organized. I got like 5 million things of Rotella over there. I've been trying to get all my fluids all organized, all that kind of stuff. And then we got all this like bench space and stuff. I kind of want to either paint these or wrap them with vinyl, make it look kind of cool. But I got this massive bench, and then here's just more stuff that I haven't had a chance to like get organized with. We got our welder, plasma cutter, our other welder. We got all kinds of stuff over here. Plus I still need to get organized with the rest of the stuff. So here's just all spare parts and stuff that we got. I got that spare 8 HP 70 that we got. Oh yeah, you guys can hear the dog. Yeah, I can't do much about that. And then we have the 8 HP 90 as well right here. So I want to get organized with all this stuff and go from there. Let's see the swap. I want to see the fitments. What swap? Let's see. So again, thanks to Kai for the $20 super chat. I appreciate it, man. Definitely will be going towards the lift, that's for sure. Daniel with the super chat as well. Thank you for the $4.99. Are you gonna need that shark fin antenna when you put the 8.4 U-connect in? Just notice that truck doesn't have one on the roof. Yeah, so it doesn't have it. It just depends if you want certain features to work. So I'm guessing without it having it, probably the GPS won't work. So I'll have to kind of check that stuff out. But man, I cannot get over how this thing looks. Like from what it looks like last week to this week is just like such a big transformation. From looking like a bone stock work truck to looking like, you know, something sporty all of a sudden. I think it's pretty cool. So she really did a transformation. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. You guys haven't seen this whip. Check out this whip. Check out the wheels. Check out them rims, son. Gee, what you guys know about Toro? What you guys know about Toro? But yeah, kind of got this all set up. Threw up our sponsor banner. I got, you know, more sponsor banners I got to throw up as well. It's just this one I lucked out with because this one actually fit between between there. It managed to reach from there to there. Some of the other ones are like, you know, might be from here to here, so I gotta like figure out how to actually hang it. But yeah, this is kind of the setup, boys. And then I got like 2 of these. I got all sorts of stuff. So I got a couple push to start buttons. So probably try to get this rigged up in that eventually once we kind of get further along. And huge shout out to Asher Decker. I don't know if he's watching. Maybe he'll see this later, but he ended up hooking us up with the wiring harnesses for the doors. So this is going to be for this. He gave us a wiring harness for both doors. And then he ended up giving us the modules for the doors as well as the window switches. So now all I needed is door panels. So, and then I just saw a super chat. We the people, are you installing sport tail lights soon? So yeah, right here, actually I have the sport tail lights installed. So I put these on. You guys will see this on the vlog video that I'm, you know, gonna release tomorrow. I was just kind of doing a vlog style today. But yeah, these look good, you guys. So I swapped these out today, put the sport taillights on, and it really cleans up the look of this thing. Like, I don't know. I'm super, super happy with how she's turning out. And if you guys don't remember, this was the regular halogen tails that it had on it. So I took these off. And then if you guys remember the video where I did the conversion harness for the Laramie tails. So I used my conversion harness and ended up putting it on those sport tail lights and doing that. So, and like I mentioned earlier, I have another set of these that I'm selling So I have another set of these that I'm selling if anybody's interested. I also have these Laramie ones. I just got to peel off the tint, my failed attempt at tint. So I take the tint off, but I have a set of Laramie LEDs, and then I'm also selling these guys too. So those, I got the factory quad headlights, the chrome quads, which are spotless from this. This truck only has not even 50,000 miles. And then I also, in a box up there, I also have the factory projector, the black housing projector headlights that you guys saw me test out. I'm selling those as well because I got way too many boxes starting to stack up. So I need to start getting rid of the stuff that I'm not using. What else can I show you guys? What else can I show you? Yeah, we got so much stuff on the go, and just like, I don't know, there's a lot of exciting stuff. I wanted to see actually about putting this in the Ram. I don't think it'll fit, but check this out, boys. Hellcat steering wheel with the paddle shifters. I don't think it'll work. I'm pretty sure it's for a column for a charger. Well, I know it's for a charger column, but I'm pretty sure the splines are different. But if I could get that on there, that would be so badass. So I kept that around to see if it would work, but I highly doubt it, but it would be nice to put something like that on there. Yeah, let me flip this around. So yeah, this is my workspace, so I'm thinking we'll probably put the lift right here, and then we can pull something in, work on it and whatnot. And then we're gonna have so much space. So right now we've got this Ram, got the Viper over there. I just pushed it out of the way when I was working on stuff. And then what we're gonna end up doing is, once we get back the SRT 10 and the Dakota, probably more than likely the SRT 10 as well as the Viper, I'm gonna put that in the home garage, and then we'll have this and the Dakota in here, and we can work on both of them, so we have a bunch of space to work on stuff. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Let me go ahead and turn this around. Let me turn this around. Talk about the Ram swap, what it needs besides a motor. Let's see. Let's see. Hey John, wildfire lifts are out of Minnesota. If you need someone to ship them to you, I got 2 semi trucks and trailers. We can get them to you down to you. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. Definitely have to check it out. Let me spin this around. I just want to show you guys one more thing. So this is the part that like, check this out. Woo-wee! Look at that AC unit. Anyways, I'm probably gonna put this outside. It's just, the thing's heavy as hell. And it was already in here when I got here. So there wasn't much I could do about that. But this is what's going in that. So most of you guys know already, but this is what's killing me, is the fact that this is just sitting here like ready to go. And we got to do some 5.7 stuff, but part of me is like so tempted just to just get to work, just rip that motor out of there and just get that in there. So yeah. Force 59, is that a ring light for your TikTok dance videos? Yeah, how do you know, man? That's what it's for. That's what it's for. Actually, that thing, as like lame as that is, and I know all the silly videos with girls doing their makeup, that thing, if you guys watch my suspension video, I had that thing with my phone because actually I left my GoPro on top of the Dakota in my storage unit by accident. But if you guys notice, the quality of the videos went up like crazy the last few videos. Like the one that I made for this, for the headlights, and the one that I made for the suspension, the quality was like way better than it's been, ever been. And that was using that stand with the ring light. So we had awesome light into the wheel wells where I was working, and then using my, phone, and the quality was just so much better than my GoPro. But yeah, this is definitely a kicker. Yeah, I got to get organized because this is just, my OCD is making me crazy. I've got a transmission here, a transmission there, and another transmission over there. Having these all spread out and having engine, AC unit, engine, like I said, I'm not OCD, but maybe I am. I want to have everything lined up, transmissions lined up, Engine's lined up, not an AC unit in the middle of my engine lineup, so we'll get it all sorted out. But that's about it. Most of you guys have seen, you know, the truck and stuff and what she looks like and all that. What else? That's pretty much it. This is what it is. It's what it is. Matt says I really like the front ends. I really like the front end and hood already on it. I wouldn't change it over to the newer model. Looks good too. Yeah, I mean, that is true. Like, I know everybody goes to the sport hood, and sport hood's definitely nice looking, but I mean, you're not wrong. This thing does look really good with the way everything's coming out. Like, it looks super clean. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind it at all. It's a good looking truck now. It's funny because it went from like work truck with 17-inch like random wheels on it, or just, you know, bone stock wheels, to actually looking like something. All right, let me go throw this back on our TikTok dance light, and we'll answer some of your questions. Oh, look, you guys are going on the TikTok dance light. All right, we're back. All right, let me plug this in. Look at that. See, you guys like the TikTok dance light. How would we do lives if we didn't have TikTok dance light? Let's see. What do you guys got going on? Talk about what it needs besides the motor. As far as that, so I have the Hellcat 8HP 90 transmission, but with all the, like, it's not just me, all the people that are having issues with putting one of those transmissions into other things. I know Jason's blown up a transmission, 8HP 90, the same way I did, so it's not just a, you know, Dakota thing. He broke one of his transmissions in half too, so what I'm going to do is probably just going to leave the 8HP 70 in here and put the Hellcat engine on the 70. Yeah, it's going to be more wear and tear on the 70, but I would rather have wear and tear on the 70 than have a transmission come flying apart in two pieces. So at least this transmission was designed for this truck. Worst comes to worst, I have another transmission, 8HP 70, sitting on the ground here if we smoke the one that's in there, which I highly doubt it because that one's got low miles on it. Or I can always get a fully built 8HP 70. Or third option, there's another or, is hopefully by then the 8HP 90 stuff, like whatever problems are, you know, arising, hopefully they get sorted out by then. And because the 8HP 70s are only like $1,500, $2,000 if you break one. The 8HP 90s, I think they're like $6,600 to buy new, and to buy used they're like almost $5,000. So it's a much more expensive transmission to grenade. So I'd rather not grenade a 90. Like I said, if I grenade a 70, it's not gonna hurt my feelings, and I have another one on the floor. So yeah, we're probably just gonna swap the engine, get everything wired up. We're gonna have some additional coolers that we're gonna have to obviously run, oil coolers, supercharger cooling as well. So we'll have to run all that. It's gonna be so much, I mean, it's still gonna be an involved swap, but it's gonna be so much easier than what we did for the Dakota. So in that respect, it should be pretty good. But what else? I don't know, ask me some other questions. And if you guys are just joining in on the live, we're gonna be heading out and going to pick up the last two trucks. So SRT10 is gonna be towing the Dakota. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's gonna be kind of fun. And then I'm also excited to be getting back here. And I'm excited that I don't have to drive back and forth like, you know, 18 plus hours each direction a bunch of times. I'm gonna fly there, pick up the SRT10, hook up the Dakota on the back of a U-Haul trailer. It's gonna be putting, you know, miles and wear and tear on the U-Haul's trailer instead of my trailer. So, you know, wearing out their tires and all that stuff instead of wearing out my tires on my trailer, going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So, and as well, the Eco Diesel, it's, you know, gonna have a well-deserved rest too, because that thing's been, the Eco Diesel has been old faithful, you guys. If you think about how many places and stuff we've taken that Eco Diesel, and I don't even want to say it, I don't even want to like jinx it, but I have had zero issues with that EcoDiesel. Other than like when I drove it when it was like 100 degrees out, and I drove it nonstop from Texas all the way to California, and it kind of out of the timing cover, it started to sweat a little bit of oil. But I mean, other than that, like I've been parking it on the concrete here, and it hasn't been like dripping any oil or anything. It just, when I pushed it really, really hard, it managed to escape some of the, you know, somewhere on the timing cover. But yeah, we went all over the place. I put, how many miles do I have on that truck now? I've got almost 40,000 miles on the EcoDiesel now. And a lot of that is towing that huge 24-foot trailer, the heavy trailer. And she's solid, boys, so I'm not complaining at all. What about a 6-speed manual swap in it? Nah, just plain. I would really build auto. Yeah, I mean, we have that 6-speed Tremec 6060 over there, but I'm not going to put that in the Ram, that's for sure. Sepsis says, yeah, it's me, the tech that was helping the other tech. I feel like I'm cheating on the LS channel, guys, by being here. No, it's all good. It's all good, man. It's all just car guys at the end of the day. But cool. No, I appreciate you helping me out and getting the internet sorted out. So if everybody else in the live's wondering what's going on. So that's me and the Spectrum guy that was here today that was helping me fix the internet so we could actually do this live stream. He actually ended up being a car guy, so we were talking about cars and YouTube channels and all sorts of stuff. So appreciate you, sir, getting us sorted out over here. Have you ever used your full wheel drive in the winter time? I don't know. If you're talking about California winter time, no. If you're talking about Florida winter time, no. So I haven't been in any snow to need the 4-wheel drive. So yeah, I've been pretty lucky that way. I mean, even though my EcoDiesel has 4-wheel drive, I haven't had to use it because I've been hiding in the south the whole time. Have you picked a name for the new project truck? Yeah, so I think we were gonna call it probably, I think it was gonna be Hell Ram, or I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe we'll take a vote on it. I still have some time to kind of think about it until we actually get the Hellcat in there. Let's see what else you guys are saying. What do you think of the new inline 6 turbocharged Hurricane engines? Confirmed to be released? Are the days of the 5.7 being numbered? Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, it's with anything, right? So there's always new technology coming out and advancements and stuff. And I don't know, I kind of welcome it, welcome that stuff. If you guys remember the 5.7 that's in these trucks has been unchanged for over 10 years. So from 2009 up until pretty much, 2022, that 5.7 engine has not changed. It's pretty much been the same horsepower output, and they haven't done anything with it. So with that being said, having something that comes out that is a smaller engine that's turbocharged, that produces more power, like, yeah, for sure, I'd be all for it. Yeah, it might not be a V8, but they haven't touched the 5.7 for over 10 years. So I think anything is better than leaving a motor for 10 years and not changing it, right? So the other thing too is when you get something that's factory turbocharged, even though there's the regular version that they're coming out with and then the high output version, they always like same thing with the Hellcats, for example. They always come out with something and they overbuild it, so it's reinforced from the factory, and it has to be able to maintain like a certain warranty, right? So it's never like tuned to its full potential. So you guys see the same thing on the current stuff with like the Hellcat. So when you buy a Hellcat and it comes with, let's just say the standard Hellcat, it comes with 707 horsepower. You can go ahead, put bigger injectors on it, E85, pulley swap it, and you can be like 1,000 horsepower and still be reliable. So same thing with this new engine that they're coming out with. I can't remember what the exact number is, but if it's making like 400 or 500 horsepower from the factory and it's got turbochargers on it, all it takes is for somebody to write a program for it. You flash it, turn up the boost, and all of a sudden that's a 600 horsepower motor without even having to bolt anything on, turn any wrenches, do nothing. Just with a simple tune, you can be like, 600 horsepower, whatever that number might be, right? So, whereas the 5.7, a naturally aspirated motor, you can't just throw a tune on it and gain like over 100 horse. You might gain like, you know, 20 horsepower or something, but there's not a lot of gains just tuning with a naturally aspirated motor. Let's see, Hellram for the win. The high flow log style manifolds from the second Hellcat motor, bolt to the Ram exhaust. Just curious for us people in California. I don't think it's a direct bolt on. I'm pretty sure the collector is bigger. So I think on the cast manifolds, the log style, that the collector is bigger. So you would still have to, I mean, you could probably get it to work, but you'd probably have to cut off the flange and put the bigger flange on it as well. Let's see. What else are you guys saying? Sorry, I'm just scrolling through your guys' comments. You guys got a ton up in here. Love the shop. I just did an epoxy with paint chip finish on my shop floor. I really like it. I'm working on my old high school truck I just bought. I want to make it a hot rod. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I was thinking about doing, I think if I'm going to get this shop floor coated, I'm probably going to get it done professionally, because I've seen horror stories or, you know, nightmares where people try to go to Home Depot and like get a kit themselves. And with like having this much space, it would just be a nightmare if it all started to peel and stuff. Steve says sweet front camber. Can you see camber from here? I think the wheel's a little bit turned too. Yeah, it looks, that's actually funny. It looks broken from here. I promise it's not that crazy. Didn't Dodge already say this is the last year of the Hemi in production? I don't know about the Hemi. I know they're still making the Hemi for a while. So I know they're going to start phasing it out, but they're not going to just stop making it. Because I heard that Mark Trossel guy say that, yeah, they're going to start, you know, coming out with new stuff, but they're not just like going to get rid of like the Hellcat next year or anything like that. Like, it's still going to be around for a while the new stuff comes out. All right. Well, I'm probably going to wrap up this live here. I know there's a ton of comments coming in, and appreciate you guys joining in. I gotta get some food in me. It's been a crazy long day. So, and I'm starting to feel myself starting to fade. So, thanks for joining, you guys. I'm gonna do this more. I kind of just wanted to do this as a test. I didn't even know if it was actually going to work with the shop in here, but we got our Wi-Fi all sorted out. Thanks to my boy from Spectrum that's actually in the comments for coming by and hooking us up today with the internet, so we were able to do this. And also got some new routers today, or Wi-Fi, that ended up allowing this too. So anyways, hope everyone has a good weekend. Have a happy Easter. I'm gonna release a vlog video tomorrow for you guys, showing like me putting the sport taillights on and a few different things. And then I'm heading over, gonna go pick up the 2 trucks. I should be there this weekend getting stuff prepped, and then we'll be heading back this week, and then all the moving should be done hopefully later this week. So then we'll get started to we'll get sorted out and a bunch of stuff. So I'm pretty excited. So thanks guys, thanks for your support, thanks for tuning in. Again, have a happy Easter, a good weekend, and we'll see you guys on the next video.